class.
East End dispatcher responding to East class.
Got a markup for you for an eastbound after if you're ready.
Markup for an eastbound, go ahead.
We've got Mosquito 1 and 7 in the lead. 6041 trailing. It's 15 by 1. The crew is Wilson on duty at 4:30.
I have nothing for that extra east.
6178 east, no orders, no messages, operator Castle.
Clearance is okay at 4:38 p.m. RWM.
Crash and does not require an air test. Has already been done.
Coming out the trash, already had an air test, all right?
There we go.
East End dispatch responding to ND. All right. East End responding to Avis.
Yeah, we got a second helper crew like to mark up.
All right, go ahead with that markup.
Got 3 units tonight, 6038, the 5796, and the 6029.
All right.
We'll be assisting the 2536, it looks like here, and we're told that we're going to stay tacked on for the run at Clifton Forge, and we're going to cut off just shy of Lowmore and talk to you and the yardmaster about some instructions getting up to the depot to assist the ore train back west.
Understood. Cutting off, the helper's cutting off at Lowmore and then getting instructions for pushing the other direction.
That is my understanding, sir.
Mr. Burgett, are you the crew on that pusher?
I am. The conductor is Burgett and the engineer is Mr. Mike.
All right.
All right, we'll let you deal with the puller crew there and getting them out to MX, and then we'll tie on and puller to let you know when we're ready for a shove.
Yeah, the puller should have a signal.
East class.
East End dispatcher responding East class.
We got the AG turn who wants to switch Smith's Creek, and we're going to need the signal here at 277. He's coming out the escape right now, the eastward escape, I should say. And going to need 277 and the signal on the main there for the trash for headroom one time.
Okay, so he's going to be working on main 2 with needing the signal at 277 and one-time headroom off of, or on the main at the trash pile.
That is correct. Main 2 at the trash one time.
All right, main 2 at the trash pile one time eastward, and MP 277 one time eastward at main 2.
That is correct. He's coming on to the main right now.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Gladstone.
East End dispatcher responding Gladstone.
Yeah, I got a 91 to mark up.
Number 91. All right. Let me find place. Okay, go ahead, Dennis.
Yeah, 91 West, 5855 in the lead. 6200 trailing, 62 not. 4 by 12. Crew is Horger, Horger. On duty time of 5 p.m. Departure time of 5:31 p.m.
All right, 91. I have no paperwork for 91. If you want to go ahead and clear him, that'll work.
Okay, Gladstone clears train 91 West. No orders, no messages, Prater Clark.
You may make that clearance okay at 5:01 p.m. 5:01 p.m. RWM.
Okay, clearance 501 WM. Thank you, dispatcher.
Stand by. East End dispatcher responding East class.
Disregard.
Oh, go ahead, extra 2536 at MX.
We're all together here with our helpers on the rear end and we're ready to go for a train ride.
All right, and I am assuming you're going to need retainers at the top of the hill.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. If we're taking the helpers with us all the way to Clifton Forge, I think we have enough power, we don't need to.
Yes, that's a wonderful thought, but also look at the instructions.
I did read the instructions. I guess the question is the interpretation thereof, as to whether the power on the rear end counts as power and dynamic brakes for us.
And so the operation question is, are those units being controlled by the head end or not?
Okay, well, if that is in fact the operational question, then the answer is no, so we'll need a separate data.
So that was my interpretation of the special instruction.
Okay, well, I was discussing it with the superintendent, and I wasn't sure, so that's why I asked the question. I've never run with keeping the helpers on past the top of the hill before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a reasonable interpretation of the rule.
Okay, well, we'll set the retainer.
Pickup out to Best Hole, correct?
Correct. There's no setouts nor pickups from Meade. I've got the string for 94. We've got the wood for Meade wood loading, and then also the
So all your Meade pulls, are they switched out and ready to go for 94, the westbounds that were on it?
Not yet. They're sitting on my engine. I was wanting to see what you wanted to do next to plan accordingly. But yes, I could take the Meades, sort them. I do have one that's going with 94. Put them on. My recommendation is I tag that on to 94's cut and then bring 94's cars over to Best Hole and put that out of the way.
You and I are on the same page. Let's get that stuff switched out and taken over to and then take 94's cut over, and then we'll go from there.
Understood. Let me do some cleanup work. I'll call you back when I'm ready to make my move over to Best Hole.
Perfect. Thank you. ND answering East End Dispatcher.
Please repeat. You're coming through very faintly, and I've got a machine cooking in my ear.
Well, I got it about 2 inches from my face, so I'm not sure.
Maybe we have to replace a battery out there. I don't know.
What do you need me to do, Bob?
Have you got a Mr. Jeffers out on the tower?
Not any longer.
Did he happen to hear a message from the super?
No, he did not, as I've been talking to the yard crew.
All right, thank you.
Sandy Hook?
Yeah, it's Sandy Hook East End Hall Box. I've got my 9 cars that are ready to go over to Best Hole. So I'm looking for permission to use the switch in hand, and you coordinate me with the dispatcher to get me out to Best Hole and back.
Alright, I got a westbound going by you. Has he cleared you yet?
Yeah, I see a caboose just rolled past us, yes.
Alright, you got permission to enter the main, and I will get in touch with the dispatcher to get your headroom at Tyree, and so you can make your set out to Bethel.
Now, wouldn't you call a dispatcher first to make sure that I can get out of the main? Because once I get out of the main, you got no way of calling me back in.
Yeah, this is pre-radio, you're right.
I will stand at the call box and you can call me when you're ready for me to do something.
Sounds good. I'll be back with you shortly.
There ain't no signal to be had. I show him stuck in the middle of the plant. Nothing I can do.
Okay, so tell him to proceed.
Yeah, he should be able to proceed through 30, crossing over to the main 2 and into the trash pile.
Roger, okay, here we go.
ND.
Is that any cabin calling you sent, dispatcher?
That is correct.
Let me crank up my volume. Okay, go ahead.
I've got the yard engine, the 6216, that has 8 cars that needs a poke of headroom at Tyree to make 94's pickup over at Best Hole. So if you could take him at Tyree and then switch him over to the eastbound to shove into Best Hole.
So you need an out and back, out onto the main towards Joshua Falls, and then bring him back, reverse against the current of traffic towards Best Hole.
That is correct, sir.
All right, I will handle the signals and switch at Tyree on my end.
Very good. He'll be showing on your light here shortly.
All right.
$62.16. I got a hold of the dispatcher there and ND, and you have permission to open up onto the westbound at the east end of the yard. Come out onto the eastbound. Dispatcher will take you at Tyree and line you back in the eastbound towards Best Hole.
Understood. I have permission to use the switch in hand at the east end of the yard. I will then enter onto the westward main and move up to Tyree, and the dispatcher will route me in.
Yep, we'll go, blocking devices are applied. We'll go 7:55 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
7:55 to 8:30 p.m. I have the main. Thank you.
What's wrong? Yeah, I'm working on it. I got a signal in time.
Alright, perfect. Thanks.
Sandy Hook? Sandy Hook?
Sandy Hook Yard East End call box. Just calling to confirm that I'm going into by signal indication. I do not have permission to use the switching hand out on the main, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, I'll wait for signals. Thank you.
ND.
ND, Eastern Dispatcher here. If you happen to be calling about that yard move at Tyree, I do not have the ability to give him a signal back to his train at Lynchburg, so he's going to have to make a move through a signal indicating stop.
Yeah, you left the switch open up there, so let me see if I can get him to close the switch so you can get him a signal.
Alright.
Looks like he figured it out on his own.
I believe that might be the case. He should have a signal now.
Roger. Thank you very much.